Hello, today I'm going to show you how to download, install, set up, and use my level request livestream program. If you've seen any of my level request streams, you'll know how this works. So basically, instead of having to leave Geometry Dash and find a random form response, and pick it and then delete the response and all of that, instead the program does all of that for you. So I just press the tilde key and paste, and it will paste a random level ID from all of the submissions. And then when I'm done playing that one, I go back into search, press tilde, paste, and I get a new one. It makes sure there's no repetition of IDs, and it's very, very fast and very efficient and incredibly convenient. So I'll show you how to set that up. There is a setup process, but don't worry, it's a one-time thing. Afterwards, after you set it up, you can just get it going anytime you want to do a level request live stream. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to thonny.org and download Thonny. You can really use any Python IDE, but I like Thonny just because it's the easiest in my experience to get up and running very quickly, and I don't think you actually have to download Python 3 onto your computer. Thonny comes with Python 3.7 built in, so you don't actually have to download Python 3 onto your computer yourself. So download Thonny, install it, do all of that, and then also download the link in the description, and you will get this request program. Well, it'll be in a zip file, but just extract that zip file and you'll get this request program folder with these 4 files. There'll be 1 Python file and 3 text files. So the first thing you want to do is go over to your Google form that you use for request streams, and then go to the responses tab and click this button that says View Responses in Sheets. That will bring you to the Google spreadsheets that Google form tracks the responses in. It might look something like this. It doesn't matter if there's spaces here. The program filters those out. So you want to go up to the link, and it'll say docs.google.com/spreadsheets/d/, and now you want to select everything after that slash and before the next slash, so it'll look something like this. Then you want to copy that, close that out, and start this text file called spreadsheetid.txt. And it'll be blank when you first see it, like this. You just want to paste in that ID. So the program reads this to get the spreadsheet. And then you can save that, close it back out. And these other 2 text files, you don't have to open at all. They'll be empty when you first get them. Basically, this text file tracks the current level IDs that are in the Google spreadsheets, and it refreshes this after every time you copy a new ID. And the use IDs just tracks the level IDs you've already played to prevent people from submitting level IDs twice. I just realized you can't see my mouse, but that's fine. But this is where the magic is at, the level requests.py. So you want to open that up. Okay, right, I forgot that. Before you can do this, if you're playing, I think Geometry Dash on full screen, maybe on windowed mode too, I'm not really sure, but you're going to want to start Thonny in in administrator mode during any streams, just to make sure that it's able to copy the level ID to your clipboard, because it might not have authorization. So to make sure it can do that, go to type here to search, type Thonny, open file location, right-click that, properties, advanced, and make sure run as administrator is enabled. And then when you start the level requests.py, it'll ask, do you want let this make changes? Say yes. And this is the program. You don't actually have to understand or read any of this, it doesn't really matter. But usually in level request live streams, all you'll have to do is press run current script, and the program will be started. And then when you're done, you press stop, and then you can close it out. But during the setup process, you have to install a few modules, because these aren't native to Thonny. So you don't have to edit any of the code, don't worry. But instead, the first time you're setting this up, you want to go to Tools, then Manage Packages, and you'll get this screen. So then you're going to want to go through each of these. Pandas, threading, or sorry, you don't actually need threading. I'm going to actually delete that from the file. Threading, that was an old feature that I replaced with something else. But there's other things you're going to want. So pandas, so type pandas, search. Pandas is the module that gets the data from the Google spreadsheets. So download the one called pandas, right here it's the second result, and then press the install button. I've already installed it, but then, actually no, random is pre-installed into Python, so you don't have to install anything. You don't have to install random, because Thonny already knows where to get those files. Then you want to install pinput. This is the module that tracks when you input the tilde hotkey. That'll be this one. Press install. And then lastly is, I think that's pronounced paperclip, maybe paperclip, but this is the module that actually copies the level ID to your clipboard. So it's this one, and then install that one. And then everything should be set up. So now you can just press run whenever you're starting it up. So whenever you do a level request stream, you can just open the Py file and then press start. And then you can go into Geometry Dash, go to search, press the tilde key, so it's to the left of 1 and right above tab on the left side of your keyboard. Just press that, and that'll copy a random ID to the clipboard. Then you can search that, you can play the level, and go back, press the tilde key again to copy a new ID, and so on. And now, so if you have any bugs that you see, or any issues with the program, let me know. Or if you try to run the program and under here there's like red text that says like there's some error, like let's say I change something, if I do this, it'll give me an error, like something like this will happen, it'll bring up this assistant tab, and let me know. That shouldn't happen though. But yeah, so everything should be pretty good. I've used this in my own level request live streams. Again, it's so convenient to not have to do all of that manually. It chooses the IDs randomly from the spreadsheet. I already said that. Yeah, so if I go into used IDs now, you can see all the IDs I used up are starting to be listed here. And you can actually use this to blacklist any IDs if you like. So, like, I don't know, like the Tartarus ID, but if you want, you can blacklist that by just putting it under used IDs. Yeah, so I think that's everything. Let me know if you have any troubles, and thank you for watching. Okay, sorry, one thing I forgot to note. By the way, you're totally allowed to rename the request program folder. That doesn't matter. Or you can just take these 4 files and move them anywhere on your computer. It doesn't matter where they are, as long as they're all in the same directory as each other. Also, if you're worried about security of the Python file, all the code is literally right here, so you can read through it yourself if you want, or get a friend who knows Python to read through it for you. I mean, there's no function that says like download virus or whatever, so yeah, okay. Again, thank you for watching, and let me know if you have any questions.